Hello, juniors and seniors. Welcome to the 2020-2021 Junior and Senior Reality Fair for Rib Lake High School. Today we're going to go over some preparations that you will need to do in order to participate in the actual reality fair, which will take place from 1:30 to 3 o'clock on Thursday the 13th this year. We're going to go ahead and get started. Feel welcome. You're probably doing this as a class to stop the video at any point and get caught up on the calculations you need to do. Mrs. Rhodes should have given you guys a life status card. This was the reason why she was asking you what you in general want to do after high school. You are not locked in by any means to this life status. We just didn't want to assign you something that there was no way you were even going to do this. We want to make this a meaningful and somewhat realistic experience for you. So please don't let that stress you out. All right, getting started. First thing we're going to do, if your life status card says that you're alive and a person, you're going to enter 1 and number 1 for yourself. If you are married, you're going to enter a number 1 here and number 2. If you were assigned children, you're going to enter another 1 number for every child that you have that's living with you. So if I have 2 children that are living with me, I'm going to put 2 here. Next step, we're going to add lines 1, 2, and 3 together and put that in this box here. Number 4, we're going to enter on this sheet our monthly salary or gross pay, which should have been assigned to you on your life status card. So you're just writing in that number for yourself and then your spouse if you have one. Easy peasy so far. Let's keep going down. Next, we're going to calculate our taxes. First thing we want to do is look at our FICA tax. This guy, if you have jobs right now, you've maybe noticed that FICA is already taking all your money. So to calculate that, you take your gross pay, which remember is what you wrote up here for both you and your spouse, and you're going to multiply that by 0.0765. Whatever that number is for you, you'll write it here. Whatever number that is for your spouse, you write it there. The next ones are the state and federal tax. You calculate that using a tax table. So this is the federal tax table right here. You'll see that they have little boxes for different income earnings or gross pay. So say I'm making $12,000 a year. I'm going to look in this box, and whatever amount I have as gross pay, I'm going to look between those two numbers. So I'm just going to say I make $12,260 a year. So it's more than this and less than this. So I'm going to look at this row right here. Now I'm going to go at the top. If I'm single, this is the amount withheld from my federal taxes that I would put on my reality fair sheet. If I'm married, this number right here is the number that I would add to my reality fair sheet. If I'm married, filing separately, I would file that number. Because you weren't assigned if you're filing jointly or separately, you guys can choose whichever number you want to put there. Okay? So you're going to do that for both your state and federal taxes. You do have access to both tables. If you don't have them in your classroom now, there are printed copies if your teacher can just send someone down and pick those up. Line 8, we are going to calculate our total withholdings for taxes, which will be lines 5, 6, and 7, all combined with one another and added right here for both yourself and your spouse. Next, we'll calculate our total salary for the reality fair. For this number, we're going to take line 8 and we're going to subtract that from line 4. So we're basically taking our gross pay, the total amount of money that we make, and then we're subtracting all of our taxes to equal what will be our net pay. Line 10, you're going to add or subtract child support. So if you're receiving child support, you'll add that here for either you or your spouse. If you are giving child support, you will subtract that here, whatever number that is. Number 11, you're actually subtracting that amount and calculating the sum there. Line 12, you're going to add the columns from line 11 together. So if you and your spouse, if you have one, whatever your total net pay is there, you're going to combine that and put that here for line 12. This number right here is going to be the number that you put into your checking account unless you want to put money into your savings account. So if you're a person that you know you want to save some money, you can go ahead and put that in a savings account right now. You are not required to do that. Okay. So your checking account will need to, for some of you, if you have a credit card payment, you will need to pay that right away in your checkbook register. So you should have been given a little mock checkbook register. On that top of your checkbook, and your teacher can help you, you're going to want to put your net pay here for line 12 at the top. And then if you put any money into a savings account, you would subtract that in your register. If you have any credit card debt, you'd have to make your minimum payment and put that in your checkbook register. And then if you have any student loan payments, you'd also want to put that in your checkbook register from your checking account. So if you got confused, don't be. All you're doing is adding now. We're kind of moving into our checkbook register. We're taking our net pay total at the top of our checkbook. And if we have some deductions to be making either to a savings account, which is optional, we're going to put that in there. If we have deductions to be made for credit card payment or for student loan payment, we're going to take those out right away too. All right, that's the tough stuff. Next thing we're going to do is on Thursday from 1:30 to 3, you guys are going to participate in the actual reality fair. So we have some people from the community coming in, and they are going to advise you on how now you would want to spend the rest of your money for this monthly budget. So one thing you guys are all going to need is a place to live. And so, for example, Sue Toombs is going to be here from Century 21, and she is going to walk you through, would you rather own a house or rent a place? And what would be your monthly payments with these 4 different options? So you're going to choose an option and then keep track of that in your checkbook register. If you had that payment, what you'd be left over. Okay, at each table you visit, you're going to get initialed. So Sue is going to sign her initials here to show that, yes, I visited this table. She's going to look in your checkbook register and make sure you're keeping track of everything the way you should. Okay, so we have a real estate table. We have transportation. So this is going to be a vehicle for both you and your spouse, and then a possible mountain bike if you want to. Utilities, we have someone from Taylor County Electric who's going to come and walk you through those utility costs. We have insurance. Corey Palmer is going to come and walk you through that. We also have insurance from Clinner Insurance going to come for life, auto, homeowners, or rental insurance. We have some basic miscellaneous and retail items that some of our staff are going to walk you through, like apparel, personal and household products. If you have children, you'll need daycare. Gasoline is required. Groceries are required. So there's a few different locations that you're going to have to stop at and make some of these payments as well. As you guys are walking around, Mr. Iverson is going to be there. And he is going to be giving you guys fake cards. So you guys know in real life stuff just pops up sometimes, like surprise, you broke your leg, so now you have this huge medical bill. Or surprise, I'm thinking like Monopoly style, you just won a beauty pageant, so you get a little bit of money from that. So he's going to be giving out those kind of, I think of it as like Monopoly, like chance and community chess cards. So if you are a parent, you are going to need to have at least 3 fates issued. If you are not a parent, you will have 2. If he's not finding you fast enough, you can go up to him and say, hey, I still need 1 fate left. Officer Beckstrand's going to be there, and he's going to be randomly issuing speeding tickets as well. So he might stop by, and if you're going too fast, maybe he'll give you a speeding ticket for that. When you are all done, and you've recorded all of these different things from all of these tables in your checkbook register, you need to have at least $0 and $200 as your ending balance in your checkbook register. You'll bring your checkbook register over to Mr. Woody as well as this page, and he will just check it and verify that you did what you need to. Overall, like I said, this is just a really good experience for you guys to see what money is actually like in the real world. Because it's eye-opening, let's just say that. If you guys do have any questions, we're very much here for you. Don't hesitate to talk to me or the teacher working with you as well. I look forward to seeing you Thursday. Thanks, guys.